Peace, brothers and sisters. Hope you're doing well. In front of us, we have Surah Al Baqarah, Ayah 183. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyam. Siyam, yeah. Siyam is translated as fasting throughout any place you see. Anywhere you look at, you'll see fasting, fasting, fasting. Yeah. So Sahih International tells us, O you who have believed, decreed upon you is fasting. This thing, as-siyam, they call it fasting, as it was decreed upon those before you that you may become righteous. Tattaqoon. So we are actually going to acquire righteousness or God consciousness or being aware of Allah by fasting. So if siyam means to abstain from food and water, right? Then people that are like starving throughout the world, they must be having the most highest amount of taqwa, right? Poorest countries in the world, mostly African. Well, I think these are all mostly, yeah, African. And a lot of them, they are not completely Muslim as well. So is Allah telling us that if you abstain from food and water from dawn to sunset, you will acquire taqwa? So abstaining from food and water will make you muttaqi, but you have to be a Muslim. It doesn't apply for others, right? Is that fair? I don't think so. Do you guys think that these people are the most muttaqi? Yeah, sadly they are in trouble, in problem, and may Allah help them. But my question to you all is, are these the muttaqi that Allah is talking about? Is this taqwa? So in ayah 185 of Surah Al-Baqarah, yeah, we have this long verse, okay? And in this ayah we have a section, يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ بِكُمُ الْيُسْرَ وَلَا يُرِيدُ بِكُمُ الْعُسْرَ, which means Allah intends for you ease and does not intend for you hardship. Deadly heat wave in Karachi, July 2015. Negligence or mismanagement? Well, whatever it was. With more than 1,200 deaths reported due to heat stroke in 10 days, the populous metropolis of Karachi, Pakistan survived one of the worst ever unprecedented deadly heat waves in history in June 2015. To make matters worse, this catastrophic weather change coincided with the Islamic holy month of Ramadan, during which Muslims are required to fast from dawn to dusk, equating to approximately 15 hours this year. The poor handling and negligent behavior of the local government in the initial few days prompted citizens to handle the emergency situations themselves. Well, we all just saw that article in 2015. A lot of these people passed away. That wasn't easy. Literally, that wasn't easy. So, what are we trying to say that Allah was wrong? No, astaghfirullah, no. We are not understanding his ayat correctly. That's why all of this is happening. So over here we have the root Su'ad Waw Mim. And the core actual meanings of this word, I mean this root, is to restrain, to be still, to stop activity, to abstain. It does not say abstain from something, it's just saying abstain. So when Allah is saying that as-siyam has been prescribed to you like the people before you. So obviously the people before were told by Allah to stop themselves, abstain from doing certain things. That is what is being talked about over here. Not abstaining from food and water. That doesn't make any sense. So in the root, these are the words we get. Some become still, ceased movement, halted activity, used for animals, people, or natural elements. Sawm, absolute abstention from motion, talking, action. Example, a horse refusing to move, a silent individual. So one is movement and one is speech. Siyam, structured restraint, discipline. Originally abstract, not tied to ritual fasting. That ritual fasting has been forcefully shoved in there. Sawm, one who abstains from action. Somati Shams, the sun stood still, paused in movement. Somati Rih, the wind stopped blowing, became still. Where is the stopping from food over here? It just talks about stopping, abstain, refrain. The Quran uses the word sawm, siyam, sama, like these kind of words. Okay, it doesn't use these words that I'm going to show you. So sawm, we know in general, is to abstain, refrain, or become still, without core meaning, without restriction to any object or act. Okay, so in order to specify what is to be refrained from, you will have to mention the word along with it, like Sawmul Kalam, Sawm of the tongue, refraining from speaking, silence as an intentional act of control. Sawm from justice and sin, Sawm an al Maasi, abstaining from wrongdoing, unethical actions, or harm to others. Sawm of Shahwat, Sawm of the desires, withholding from indulgence in cravings, lust, or material excess. Then we have Sawm of the heart, Sawmul Qalb, inner restraint, abstaining from arrogance, envy, pride, or hypocrisy. The Quran is full of these things. So Allah just specifies Sawm, which can include all these things, because if you look around in the verses, Allah is talking about restraining from certain things, and all of these things are there, not mentioned by name. Sawm of the mind, Sawm al-Aql, restraint from ignorance, assumptions, misinformation, or blind obedience. This is what we all need to do a lot. We have to practice this. Sawm al-Aql, Sawm un-Nafs, Sawm of the soul, patience, emotional discipline, abstaining from complaining, reacting impulsively, or breaking under pressure. These days, a lot of this happens. And here is Sawm at-Ta'am, food abstention. There's another term for it as well. Al-Imsak an at-Ta'am, specific abstention from food, a clear form of physical restraint without requiring a ritual or time frame. So, if Allah had to tell us to stop eating, He would have simply told us. But people have forcefully given meanings to words which don't mean those things at all. What kind of games are you guys trying to play with each other?